I don't know about you guys, but me, in my life, what it wasn't real, I disliked it. So when people invited me to eat Chinese with them, I asked, is that real Chinese or is it Chinese that is adapted to my taste? Is it real Mexican? I disliked everything that wasn't real. Music that wasn't real, books that were narrated from somebody else on a book's behalf, movies that have been synchronized in Spanish or German or other languages. I'd like to see the cowboy speaking English. I like the originality of things. If you walk in a supermarket in Spain today, or in most European countries, and you're going to buy a chicken, you're going to buy a chicken wrapped on a plastic foil, a plastic chicken. Why is that? Did you ever thought? The answer is for hygiene purposes. Yes, it is also for hygiene purposes. But the main reason why the chicken is wrapped in plastic is to give it another identity, to present it as a product. This is a social lubricant. Lubricants, you know, are these fluids that help machines work better, that are being used in other things and make other things better as well. That's a social lubricant. So I've heard a guy on the internet the other day commented, why do people kill animals and they don't go to buy meat on the supermarket? So this guy didn't have a clue. He thought you buy meat on the supermarket. It doesn't come from an animal. The problem now, is that many of us, they get to take these false images, to take these pictures of companies showing all these nice, happy people from different ethnic backgrounds in a proportion accordingly, smiling, happy, going to the bank and listening to the bank manager talking for the loan about a pillow. What a nice word, eh? You're going to have a pillow. Have you ever been in debt to see how nice this pillow is? Are you going to base your decisions? You are going to go to a company with the happy people that you see on the brochure, and you think it's Disneyland. You're going to have a fantastic time there. No, those are real people with ambitions, with politics that they don't play straightforward. They might want to stab you in the back. That's life. I guess I'm probably the oldest of you guys here, and back in the day, I can tell you there was cigarette advertising on TV. You went up on a plane and people were smoking Marlboros because they were thinking they're going to be free as the cowboy. While in reality, Marlboro brings you to the deathbed having cancer. Seeing the false reality that is presented to you drives you to take decisions that are the wrong decisions because they have the wrong starting point. And you're going to wonder, why is that? Is that a coincidence? No, that is not a coincidence. That is an orchestrated attack for the biggest enemy that exists today. And the biggest enemy is your free-thinking mind. Now, connect the dots, please, here. Connect the dots. So, the policy is to play with your will to want to belong somewhere. I was seeing the other day in Japan, which is a country that is being shown as an example of a child having difficulties on the gymnastics lessons. And his fellow students stood up, the other children, and helped this child overcome the obstacle. And that was presented as a big success. Have you ever thought about peer pressure? Have you ever thought about that? They are using your Christian ethics. The other day I read the book from Norman Mailer, The Gospel According to the Sun, And they reminded me the story where the rich man goes to Jesus and says, Jesus, how can I enter the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus says, well, give all your property to the poor and then you're going to go to paradise. That doesn't make sense to me. If good people give their property away, who's going to help the poor people? It's condemned. Your natural tendency for your free individual prosperity and your free individual interest is condemned. And the big enemy is your free will. Thank God they exist still in this world. Achievements of humanity that are being achieved due humans' natural tendency to pursue its own happiness. Look at the skyline of New York. I had the luck in my life to be together with a lot of simple people. During my military service in Greece, I was together with gypsies for months. Have you ever been together with gypsies? They're very nice people, good friends. As I was in Mykonos, I had to deal with the local rough fishermen. Those guys, they don't pretend reality. They don't think about things. They tell you the things the way they are. You cannot hide from the truth. They shed light of truth in the conversations. They don't have this perplexed, complex mind that we have. So what can we do for that? Fortunately, there is an antidote. There is an antidote against manipulation. And the antidote is first of all, don't do drugs. Do you do drugs? You like drugs? I think all of us here, they use one drug very often, a very strong one and a very dangerous one. This drug is called comfort. Comfort is a drug. Whenever you feel comfortable, question yourself, where am I? Go out of your comfort zone, because reality and truth is out of your comfort zone. Number two, do the difficult conversations with your boss, with your clients, the conversation that no one wants to talk. They know everybody knows that they are there. The conversations with your wife, with your husband, with your man. Most importantly, do the difficult conversations with yourself. The tough ones. Don't be the nice guy. And finally, embrace failure. Be ready to fail. And when failure comes, say, welcome home, failure. And if it doesn't, that's good news. Happy Christmas. Thank you.
Alex.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for this.
Thank you very much.
Exciting and